हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। ओम श्री महागणाधिपतये नमः। वेलकम टू Eeksha channel. Shubhodayam to all Eeksha viewers. Now we will know about Chaturvitha Purusharthas, which is a very important topic of our Sanatana Dharma. Our great Maharshis advised the entire mankind to achieve Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha as the four aims of our life. It is very difficult to get Manava Deha as Upadhi, Jentunam Narajanma Durlapam. So being born as a human being, if we cannot strive to get moksha, we are wasting the opportunity we got. Upanishad says Mahati Vinashtihi. The four Purusharthas, Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha are the aims of our life. All human beings must strive to achieve Artha and Kama through Dharma, aiming at Moksha. These are the Purusharthas. Purusha means Pure Shete iti Purushaka, one who resides in a Pura city known as our own body. So, with effort, everyone must attain Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Dharma means righteousness. Artha means Prayojana. Artha also means the purpose of doing any act. And Artha also means wealth, money. Kama means desire. Moksha means liberation. Our sages kept Artha and Kama in the middle of Dharma and Moksha. They made Dharma and Moksha as the two banks of a river as if and kept Artha Kamas in between. So that following Dharma, acquiring Artha and Kama, we must gain Moksha, attain at Moksha Purushartha. Just as the river or ocean, it never crosses the banks, Cheliyalikatta we say in our Telugu. So similarly, one should not transgress the Dharma and acquire Artha and Kama and attain at Moksha. So in between Artha Moksha, we may acquire the Artha Kamas and enjoy the life in a dharmic manner. So the final aim of our life is to get moksha, and the means must always be dharma. That we must remember. Dharma is very important. Dharmad arthak prabhavati, dharmat prabhavate sukham, dharmena lapate sarvam, dharmasaram idam jagat. The whole world is the essence of dharma. Dharati iti dharmaha. That by which this whole universe is being maintained is dharma. The word dharma has come from the root dhru, dhara, to bear. If we follow dharma, we can get artha, the wealth. By dharma, we obtain happiness. By dharma, we get everything. So, because this whole universe is the world itself is the essence of dharma. To fulfill any desire to obtain wealth, we must tie them with dharma. Even Sri Krishna Paramatma said dharma aviruddha, kama is dharma only. So we can enjoy artha and kama through dharma. If we know dharma correctly and follow dharma, then in due course of time we recognize the temporariness of the world, the artha kamas etc. and our mind becomes matured and we develop vairagya and jnana. Then our desire to get liberated becomes strong. If anyone questions us what is most important to live, people certainly say air, wind, gali. So unless air is there, we cannot take breath, we cannot live. For our inhale and exhale, uchvasa and nisvasa, air is very important. After air we say water. Water is very important and essential for us to live. We cannot live a few days without food, but we can live with water if we take water. If we cannot take water, we cannot live even for a few hours. Of course, we cannot live even without taking breath also, even for a few seconds. So after air, water is important for life survival. Jalam amrutam, jalam jeevam, they say water is nectar, water itself is life. Amrita means that which removes mrutatva. So that is why if a person faints, he recovers immediately if we just sprinkle water drops on his face and body. So after water, food is important. Annam pranam. We all are annagata pranas. Upanishad says, Annadeva khalvimani bhutani jayante, annena jatani jivanti, annam prayanti abhisamvishanti, annam brahmeti vyajanat. So all living beings are born by food, live by food, mix in the food only ultimately when they leave the body. Therefore, Annam is Brahman, says Taittiriya Upanishad. Our sages said dharma is as important as the Annam, food, water, air to us. Our Maharshi said, you protect dharma, dharma will protect you. Dharmo rakshati rakshitaha. This dharma only provides us what all we need, including the Panchamahabhutas, Prithivya, Tejo, Vayu, Akasha, our food and everything. Therefore, we should never trespass dharma. Sri Ramachandra is Maryada Purushottama. He never crosses his limits. We also must know our Maryada and behave. Due to this Maryada only, that is due to the Shasana Bhaya of Paramatma, even the Pancha-bhutas, the nature, sun, moon, stars, ocean, mountains, trees, the time, kala, days, nights, seasons, everything, everyone is following Rutam, the law made by Paramatma, to the nature and are following their own dharmas. So, Veda gave us the dharma in the form of Vidhi and Nishetha. We must know them, follow them and achieve dharma, artha, kama, mokshas. Through dharma spoken in our Vedas and Shastras and lead a very happy life we can lead here on earth. And also we can get Devalokas. Hereafter we say Amushmika, Sukhas. Then finally Nishreyas, we can get Moksha, Mukti. Jagannatha is spoken as Dharmadhara, Dhanacheksha, Dhanathanya Pravarthini. By dharma alone we get Dhana, Dhanya, Kamya, etc. all. So we must do every work in accordance with dharma, with our dharma. The word dharma came from the root through dhara, to where I said one which upholds this whole universe is dharma. Chodana Lakshano Dharma says Mimamsa Darshana. What is taught in Vedas is dharma. Following Sadachara, Shaucha, Indriya Nigraha, Ahimsa, Dana, Daya, Tyaga, Swachaya, Kartavya Palana, Paropakara, Matru, Pitru, Guru, Atithi, Bhakti, etc. All these, to have devotion, to have respect towards mother, father, teacher, guest and all, to live in Shreyo Marga, all these are called as dharma. Natu dharmopasamkharam atharma phala samhitam tadeva phalamanveti dharmascha atharma nasanaha. Sri Anjaneya Swami, while advising Ravanasura, tells that the result of following dharma and atharma will never stay united. The fruits of righteous deeds lead to auspiciousness and shreyas, whereas the unrighteous deeds always give sorrow and misery only. By dharma karya charana, the fruit of atharma karya charana will not get destroyed, will not be nullified. Veda teaches dharma. Dharma itself appears in 4 forms: dharma, artha, kama and moksha. By the merit we gain by preaching dharma, we get Aishwarya. Using that money for performing dharmika karyakramas, we increase noble qualities. By that one gets happiness here on earth on all the ways and can get amushmika sukhas, pleasures at heavenly abode, and finally get moksha also. Somebody may question, why to practice dharma? We cannot see papa or punya, dharma or atharma, heaven or hell. Wise people say that at this situation also, one must definitely always practice dharma only. Because by practicing dharma and leading a righteous life, dharmika life, we lead very happy life here, respectable life. on earth. Everyone will respect us, we will be happy. If Swarga and Naraka are there, certainly they get Punya Papa, go to heaven according to Dharmika deeds they did. If suppose Swarga Naraka are not there, nothing harm is there to them. Nothing harm occurs to them. But if Swarga, Naraka, Punya Papa, etc. exist, people do not follow Dharma, such Nastikas will certainly get destroyed. Sandikhe paralokesmin suphame vachare janaka. Nasti chen nasti ko doshaha. Asti chen nasti ko hataka. So no one can get happiness without dharma. Sukham na vina dharmat. Tasmat dharma paro bhava. So second Purushartha is Artha. Artha means Prayojana, the purpose of any work. Artha also means wealth. Artha also means meaning. Artha also means half, according to the letters we write. So here in Purusharthas, Artha means wealth. So we say Yajnartham Dravyam Samupaharet. We must collect articles and all needed items to perform yaga, yajna yagadi kratus. In this sentence, artha is used in the sense of purpose, arthartham. For the sake of yaga, dravya must be acquired. To live every moment with a purpose of benevolence is prayojana, artha. The good or bad of an object depends upon how we are using that object in this world. For example, we can cut vegetables or fruits with a knife. With the same knife, a cruel person may kill or do any harm to any person. So the same knife can be used by a doctor to save the life of the patient by doing operation. So the result comes by the actions we do. Artha means money, which should be used to dharma and dharmika works. Arthyate sarvaihi manushyahi prarthyate iti arthaha. Arthyate sarvaihi manushyahi means every man earns artha, money with efforts, and wills to acquire money. Without money, no one can do any works, cannot even live happily. We must earn money in a very straightforward manner. Rujumarga sampadanena arjanam karaniyam. So that is called as actually arjana, that which is acquired through Rujumarga. That is arjana. So it is essential for all human beings to earn money, to live happily, to perform dharmika karyakramas, to help those who are in need, and to protect and educate their children, to maintain the family, to keep up some money for the protection in future is also needed. They can do, but they must acquire money in straightforward manner only. Danam bhogo nasho tisro gatayo bhavanti vittasya. Yo na dadati na phungte tasya trutiya gatir bhavati, says Bhartruhari. There are three ways of utilization of money. To donate to worthy people is the first way. The second way is to enjoy ourselves through the money happily. Those who neither donate nor enjoy themselves, their money will get destroyed, ruins. So Nasha, the third way, comes to them. Vidya dadati vinayam, vinayad yati patratam, patratvat dhanamapnoti, dhana dharman tata sukham. By acquiring knowledge, a person becomes worthy to acquire money. By money, we must practice dharma. By doing dharmika karmas, we get happiness. So, artha means meaning, a word, and its meaning are inseparable. Actually, a beggar comes to a rich person and says, Adatva madrusho mapuhu, datva tvam twadrusho bhava. Because I did not donate anything to anyone in my previous words, I am now begging. I do not have any money, I am in that status. Because you have donated formerly, you have born as a rich person and acquired money. You are in such a status to donate to others. So don't become like me without giving me. Be like you, donating me. Adatva madrushaha mabhugu. Datva tvam twadrusho bhava. So, and Tyaga is more greater than even Dana. Okay, then Artha means also the meaning of a word, sentence. A word and its meaning both are inseparable. Vagartha viva sampruptau vagartha pratipattaye jagatah pitarau vande Parvati Parameswarau, we say. We bow down to Parvati and Parameswara, who are inseparable like the word and its meaning, to obtain the knowledge of words and meanings. The third Purushartha is Kama, the desire. If the desire is according to Dharma, that will not bind the Jiva. But Atharma Kama destroys a person. Therefore, one must develop sense control and lead Dharmika way of life. Thus, one can lead Grihasthasrama as per the Dharma taught in Vedas and Shastras, because there is no end to enjoyments. If one desire arises, it would increase. When we are fulfilling the desires would be going on increasing, just as the flames of fire increase when we pour ghee into the fire. Na jatu kama kamanam upabhoge na shamyati havishaha krishna vartmena bhuya evapi vartate. Sri Krishna Paramatma said in Gita, Chayatu vishayan punsam pumsaha sangasteshu pajayate sangat sanjayate kamaha kamat krotho pijayate krothat bhavati sammohaka sammohat smriti premshaha smriti premshat buddhinashat pranashyati. By continuous attachment, the desire arises. By desire, one perishes finally. Because if the desired object is obtained, another desire comes. There is no end to the desires. If the desired object is not obtained, one becomes angry, loses his temper, commits wrong acts and perishes. So, if desires are obtained in the righteous manner, one lives very happily. Otherwise, the desires would bite him like the serpents. If a person continuously thinks of Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandhas, he develops attachment on them. By that interest, he wants to obtain them again and again and enjoy. If he enjoys them, the desire to enjoy again occurs. If he cannot enjoy the desired object, he becomes angry, loses discriminative power, he becomes Viveka Prashta. Then his Smriti gets destroyed. By that his intellect becomes dull. Thereby he perishes. So, if one Durguna, Kama, exists in a person, then by that Kama, he gets Krodha, Alopa, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Irshya, Dvesha, Raga, Dvesha, Akam, Mama, etc. Many Durgunas. Kama, Krodhascha, Lopascha, Dware, Tishtanti, Taskaraka, Jnana, Ratnapaharaya, Tasmat, Jagrata. The desire, anger and greediness are the three thieves that stand on the way to rob the jewel in the form of knowledge in us. Yasya sarve samaramphaha kama sankalpa varjitaha jnanagni daktha karmanam tamahu panditam bhutaha. He is called as a scholar who burns his actions by the knowledge, by doing actions without any desires, offering the fruits to God, Paramatma. The actions do not bind such a person. Therefore, the Kama, the desire, must be in accordance with Dharma, the righteousness. Paramatma takes care of them who lead Dharmika life. Therefore, we should not wish for worldly affairs. We must aim at Paramatma Darshana Prapti only. Dharma, Artha, Kamas bring Shreyas to us. Dharma is to do the duty sincerely according to the rules and restrictions as per Shastra, the morals and social customs relating to our family, religion and the country where we are born. Paramatma made us to take birth. We must get name and fame by Artha Purushartha. By the Kama Purushartha, we must do the religious works, divine works, danas and all, then pitrukaryas, and also the works related to social welfare, building the schools, or establishing the schools, or digging the wells, satras, building satras, etc. So these three are the grihasthasrama dharmas. That is why at the time of marriage the couple were made to promise that mutually they will not trespass each other with respect to dharma, artha and kama. Dharme cha arthe cha kame cha nati charami nati charitavya. Those who get knowledge and discriminative power, for them artha and kama become the cause for getting mukti, liberation. Ka in kama means sukha, kam means sukham, happiness. The real happiness is always mukti sukha only. Kam means sukham, that is swarga. Akam means not kam, where kam is not there. Na akam, na kam means again not that where happiness is not there. So two negatives make one positive, they say. So nakam also means kam, sukham, swarga. Because in swarga only enjoyments of sukha are there. So nadu janma bhumi kante nakam ekkadundi, suralokam ekkadundi. Thus we say in our Telugu, there is no other heaven than my motherland. So kama means those actions by which we get happiness here and get swarga sukhas also. So we must aspire such desires. We must earn money for the protection of our dharma, and also for daiva aradhana, for giving protection to those who are in distress, and also for the protection of our motherland. Desha bhakti we must possess. Then that becomes purushartha. So thus four purusharthas are mutually interrelated. Fourth purushartha is moksha, liberation. Now this is actually the Shreyas, beneficial. Shreyas and Preyas, says the Upanishad. So this is the final goal of human beings. Moksha is desired, it is actually derived from the root mucha muncha, to release, munchati. Moksha means release. Release from what? Release from ignorance, release from bandhana and avidya, ajnana. Just as the moment the light is lit, the luster comes and simultaneously the darkness vanishes. Similarly, when we get the knowledge and got enlightened, immediately the ignorance vanishes. By getting discriminative power, viveka khyati, and developing vairagya, that is detachment, the real knowledge, by this knowledge one gets mukti. So because jnana devatu kaivalyam, mukti can be obtained only by real jnana, yadartha jnana. The experience of aham brahmasmi is jnana. To be in that sthiti is mukta sthiti. So jiva, the individual soul, is nitya mukta, ever released, but is being covered by ajnana. So he is not realizing that he is not the body, nor the mind, or even sense organs, or any other thing. He is nitya suddha buddha mukta svabhava, satchidananda swarupa, anantatva he is having. The existence, consciousness, bliss is we. By the discriminative power of what is good, what is bad, what is eternal, what is not eternal, that is temporary, one must recognize and experience that he is Brahman, the Satchidananda. Dehatma Bhranti is Ajnana. To consider the body to be Atma is ignorance. So all the worldly enjoyments are the causes of Bandha. They are temporary and destroyable. One can follow, so the one who follows dharma can attain mukti. Sri Krishna Paramatma said, out of thousands of men, a few try to get mukti, and out of them just 1 or 2 persons can know Paramatma. It is not easy to know, to get Atma Jnana, Atma Tattva. Manushyanam sahasreshu kaschid yatate siddhaye yatataamapi siddhanam kaschin mam veti tattvataha bahunam janmanam ante jnanavan mam prapadyate vasudeva sarvamiti sa mahatma sudurlabhaha. After several births, a Jnani knows that Vasudeva, the Parabrahman, is everywhere. That Jnani takes resort in Paramatma. But such people are very rare. Paramatma said in Gita, Chaturvitha bhajante mam ye jana sukrutin Arjuna artho jignasur artharthi jnani cha bharatarshapa. Among meritorious people, 4 types of people worship God. They are artaka, those who are in distress, jignasuku, one who is desirous of knowing tattva of God, artharthi, one who is desirous of getting something, desired things, jnani, a knowledgeable person. Out of these 4, jnani is much dearer to me, says Paramatma. Tesham jnani mama priyaka. Arthas and jignasus and artharthis are they are desirous of getting artha and kama, but jnani desires only moksha. He does not have any ephemeral worldly desires at all. Abrahma bhuvana lokaha punaravartino Arjuna mam upechyatu kaunteya punarjanma na vidyate. All the living beings of all the worlds have rebirth, but those who reach me do not have rebirth. Nirmana mokaka jitasanga doshaka adhyatma nitya vinivritta kamaka dvandvair vimuktaka sukha dukkha saujnaihi gachantyamudhaka padam avyayam tat. Only those jnanis who are free from dualities, dvandvas, free from pleasures and pains, who are firm in Brahmajnana, Brahmanishta, leaving all the desires, ego, bad companion, bad thoughts, etc., would get moksha, become free from the chains of birth and death. So, there are different opinions on what is moksha actually. But all scholars, wise people, the great seers of all the darshanas and devotees, everyone accepted that moksha is the final aim of human birth, human life. Jagadguru Sri Adisankara Bhagavatpada said that the Nirguna Nirakara Niranjana Parabrahman spoken in the Upanishads, Upanishad Pratipadita Paratattva is Atman. That itself is Jivatma also. That itself is the ultimate reality, Paramatman also. That Brahman is eternal. This world is created just by an illusion, Maya. That is why it is Mithya. The Jiva, the individual soul, is Nitya Mukta, a liberated one. But he does not know that he is not bound by anything. They say a sort of story in Vedanta. A certain person, he ties 3-4 animals while one animal is watching, and he acts as if he is tying this animal. He does not tie this. Even then, this animal also never moves, leaving that stick there, stand. So, when during the evening time again, when he, or maybe in the morning time, next day morning, when he releases other animals, this animal sees that all they are being relieved. So, even then, suppose he pats it to move, it will not move because it is under the impression that it is tied, it is not released. Again, when this person acts as if he is releasing the ties which he did not tie at all, then again it moves. All human beings are like that only. We are all mukta jivas. Even then we are thinking that we are bound by these worldly ties, that is ignorance and all. The Upanishad says, Brahmavid Brahmaiva Bhavati. The knower of Brahman becomes Brahman. Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya Jivo Brahmaiva Na Paraka. The Brahman is truth. The world is an illusion. Jiva is none other than Brahman. Therefore, to get Brahmajnana is to get liberation. There is no rebirth to a Jnani, Brahmajnani. To get Atmajnana is to get moksha. To see the oneness among dualities and to know that that oneness is I is to get liberated. To experience that is moksha. To have that state of non-difference is mukti. The Nayayikas and Vaiseshikas say that by the knowledge of objects we can get correct knowledge. which gives mukti. Padartha jnanat yadartha jnana praptihi. Yadartha jnanat mukti praptischa. So Yoga Darshana says that by Ashtanga Marga one can get Kaivalya, the mukti. Sankhyas say that by the knowledge of Prakriti and Purusha one can get liberated, get mukti. Sri Vaishnavas speak about 4 types of muktis. They are Samipya mukti, Sarupya mukti, Salukya mukti, Sayujya mukti. Advaitins speak about only Sayujya mukti. A jiva becoming one with Brahman and identifying and recognizing. In Jiveshwara Aikyam only Ishvara exists, no more jiva. Just as the ice doll when comes in contact with the water of ocean or with any water becomes water, then that idol will not remain at all. Similarly, when jiva comes in contact with Paramatma, he becomes one with that. The self-realization that I am Brahman itself is mukti. Samipya means near. That is, the jiva comes near to God. The bhakta comes near to God, Paramatma. Sarupya is getting the same form of that God. Salukya means to be in the world of God, in the presence of Paramatma, in that loka. Sayujya means to merge and becoming one with Brahman, God. In Srimad Bhagavata, Gopikas say that they do not know any mukti. To be in the company of Sri Krishna Paramatma itself is mukti to them. Jagadguru Sri Adi Shankara Bhagavatpada said in Sivananda Lahari like this. Sarupyam tava pujane Siva Mahadeveti Sankirtane Samipyam Siva Bhakti Thurya Janata Sangatya Sampashane Salokyam Chera Cheratmaka Tanu Thyane Bhavani Pate Sayujyam Mama Siddhamatra Bhavati Swamin Kurutardhosmyaham. O Shiva, I have become blessed. I enjoyed the 4 muktis here in this world only. I got Sarupya mukti in your worship. I got Samipya mukti in praising you as Shiva, Mahadeva, Shambho, etc. I got Salukya mukti being in the company of your devotees of Shiva, and I got Sayujya mukti in meditating upon the whole universe as the form of you, Parameswara. So we must learn to acquire Chaturvidha Purusharthas from our Itihasas. Dharmaraja is embodiment of Dharma Purushartha. Duryodhana represents Artha and Kama Purusharthas. Parikshit Maharaja is the symbol for Moksha Purushartha. Sri Mahabharata and Srimad Ramayanam spoke about Dharma and all Purusharthas. Srimad Bhagavata spoke about Mukti, the liberation. The fools and dull-witted people come under the control of Kama and Krodha, consider worldly enjoyments as Purusharthas, try to acquire them and therefore indulge in worldly ties. But wise people and jnanis cross this ocean of samsara, the chain of birth and death, by the help of 4 Purusharthas only. We see several such examples in our Itihasas. Dharmaraja got liberated by following Dharma Purushartha. By his Dharma Vartana, he could enter into Swargaloka with his mundane body. Though Daksha Prajapati performed Nirishwara Yaga, because he did that yaga with the sankalpa of Loka Kalyana, though punished formerly, later he was protected by Parameswara. Dharma always protects. Now Dhruva succeeded doing penance with Artha Purushartha. Daksha Prajapati sees Kama Purushartha. Then Dhruva got success doing penance with Artha Purushartha, means a prayojana, with a particular aim of getting a higher position. Actually, to sit on the lap of his father. Even that is Kama also, but that is Artha, prayojana, not money. So, but Bhagavan made him to sit as a star in the sky, this Dhruva Nakshetra. Dhruva did penance and obtained Dhruva Padavi and is shining even now as Dhruva Tara, Dhruva Nakshatra in the sky. Pruthu Chakravarti got his status with Kama Purushartha and is praised as an avatara. Pruthu Chakravarti is also one of the 22 avatars of Lord Vishnu. So, an incarnation of Sriman Narayana, because he wished the welfare of his citizens. Because Pruthu Chakravarti protected Bhumata, she is called as Prithvi. Pruthu Vistarane, that which spreads is Prithvi. That which is elaborated, which is great is Prithvi. According to the Puranas, a great king by name Pruthu was the first ruler of the entire earth mass. So, Pruthu Chakravarti is Ayonija, Vishnuvamsa Sambhuta. But Pruthu's father, Venu Maharaja, is unrighteous. So, while he was the ruler, it did not rain and drought occurred for very long time. So, the sages punished him. Then Pruthu Chakravarti knows that he must gain everything from Bhumata only. So now here we can say it is again Artha Purushartha also, because even the prosperity is obtained by him through milking the cow, the earth, cow in the form of cow. So he went out with bow and arrows. Bhumata appeared to him in the form of a cow and asked him to become a calf and to get the milk her, to obtain what all he needed. By milking the cow he can get. Pruthu Chakravarti turned himself into a calf and he milked the Gorupa Bhumata and obtained all the objects, riches, prosperities, crops needed for all his citizens. Later, Meru mountain also turned into calf and milked Navaratnas from Gorupa Bhumata. Thus everyone milked what all they wanted from this cow in the Bhumata in the form of cow. Pruthu Chakravarti promised Bhumata that he will protect her. Thus with Kama Purushartha and Artha Purushartha also, Pruthu Chakravarti got liberated. As an example for Moksha Purushartha, Puranjanopakhyana is told. Narada Maharshi explained this Puranjanopakhyana to great king Prachina Barhi. This episode explains great philosophical secrets and also the secrets of our life. This is the story of us only, human beings. This is the story of Jivatma. We all human beings are Puranjanas. We must become Puranjayas. We must conquer. Now we are residing in the Pura. We must conquer this Pura and become the Lord of that. This story is narrated symbolically. Jiva is residing in the city of Panchakoshas, Panchapranas, 11 Indriyas and 9 doors. He is married to a girl Buddhi and is enjoying the sensual pleasures and all. In due course of time, Jara, old age, came and caught hold of him. Following Jara, all the diseases caught hold of him. One day, when he is in sound sleep, his wife herself, she threw him out of the fort. That is, that Jiva died. His Panchapranas went out of his body. That fort got ruined and burnt in fire. In this perishable fort, in the form of body, Puranjaya must get liberated without falling in the poisonous net of sense organs. This is the advice given through this Puranjanopakhyana. We cannot get liberation by these Yajna Yagadi, Kratus, Karma Charana and all. By doing Karma Charana, we can get Chitta Suddhi. So we can get moksha only through Jnana Marga. Puranjanayati iti Puranjanaha. One who creates and enjoys this Pura is Puranjana. Puranjana must become Puranjaya. One who has conquered this Pura, the body, senses and all. This is the moral of this story. Puranjayati iti, Puranjaya means one who conquered the city called the body. So this Upakhana is the story given to us, to all human beings only, to get the way of liberation. We must recognize the lowness of sense enjoyments, and with spiritual sadhana and favor anugraha of Guru, and also by Paramatma, by following Shastra Vakyas, Sravana, Manana, Nididhyasana, we must get mukti, and thus the final aim of our life, the final aim, moksha purushartha must be attained. Thus all four purusharthas we can obtain, but the final aim of life is mukti. Swasti.